Pro-life or pro-choice? Whose decision is it? Imagine being a young college student with many dreams and goals ahead of you, and you unexpectedly just found out you were pregnant. How would you handle this? Would this be life-changing for you? Or your sister was caught in a sexual assault situation and is now seeking to have an abortion. Or you are a young man trying to provide for your family of 4 little kids and your wife just tells you she's pregnant again. Each of these women decides they want to terminate their pregnancy, but is unable to pay or find a resource to go through the abortion. Her only option is to go through an abortion via an unsafe, unsanitary back alley clinic, using only Advil to numb the pain and a coat hanger to perform the procedure. Although this is hard to hear, this is not an uncommon scenario. Information from the World Health Organization on preventing unsafe abortions in 2008, there was an estimated 47,000 deaths because of unsafe abortions. In 1973, the Supreme Court decision in Roe v. Wade, everyone in the United States gained legal access to abortion, allowing women to no longer be socially pressured into continuing pregnancies against their will. The 1992 Planned Parenthood v. Casey court decision upheld the right to abortion, but also gave states the right to authorize restrictions so long as those restrictions did not cause undue burden to the woman. Currently, many states, including Texas, have enacted abortion restrictions which criminalize a woman for seeking and receiving an abortion. As a woman, a nursing student, and a young adult, laws allowing women the right to choose whether she will get an abortion are invaluable to her health, safety, and well-being. Many people believe that a human becomes a human during conception, completely disregarding the woman's right to her health and her body. There's the belief that life begins at conception, from the moment of conception to fertilization, and a human individual is created uniquely with the right to life. The National Association for the Advancement of Preborn Children researched this topic and cited from multiple doctors, professors, and gynecologists that there was no point in time between the union of the sperm and egg and the birth of the infant that conception could not be proven to start life. Some people believe that abortion is murder, so that is why they're pro-life. They believe that although the human has not been born yet, but the killing of an innocent human being is wrong. For many, religion is a huge contributing factor behind the reason people are pro-life. For example, Buddhists believe that life should not be destroyed. Catholics widely teach and publicize their anti-abortion views, while the Presbyterian Church supports that the termination of a pregnancy is a personal decision and one is allowed to choose. It is also believed that in becoming pregnant, a woman should accept the responsibility that comes with getting pregnant and becoming a mother. People believe women need to take responsibility for their actions and accept the consequences. In 2013, the CDC reported a total of 664,435 abortions. Of those abortions, more than half were performed in an unsafe manner and by an unlicensed professional. Multiple factors influence the incidence of abortion. These factors include access to healthcare services, including contraception, the availability of abortion providers, state regulations that mandate waiting periods between the time of conception and the time of abortion, parental involvement laws, and legal restrictions on abortion providers. The increasing acceptance of non-marital childbearing, shifts in the racial and ethnic composition of the U.S. population, and changes in the economy and the resulting impact on fertility preferences and the use of contraception all are factors influencing the incidence of abortion. Before abortion was legalized, women would often try to induce abortions by their own unsafe, illegal means. For example, abortions were performed by the use of coat hangers, knitting needles, or radiator flushes, or by going to unlicensed professionals to have the procedure done, with most of these procedures taking place in an unhygienic conditions by an unskilled provider or both. The World Health Organization estimated in 2004 that unsafe abortions caused 68,000 maternal deaths in the worldwide each year. Between 2010 and 2014, around 5 million women were admitted to the hospital as a result of unsafe abortions in developing countries. Still, today, more than 3 million women have complications following unsafe abortions and do not receive the care that they need. On a monetary and personal level, the access to safe abortions benefits the future of the women seeking an abortion and the impact it has financially on society. Not only does access to abortions help women avoid the need to undergo an unsafe abortion, but also the annual cost of treating major complications from unsafe abortions is estimated to be around $680 million. It is so important that all women, including younger women, have access to the possibility of an abortion without the interference of laws or their parents, because according to the National Campaign to Prevent Teen and Unplanned Pregnancies, 4 in 10 teen mothers do not finish high school, and fewer than 2% will graduate from college by age 30. The right to an abortion allows a woman the peace of mind in this difficult time. The right to an abortion helps reduce the number of unsafe abortions that are performed and their consequences on the woman and society. The right to an abortion allows for the continuation of a woman's right to her own body. The 14th Amendment allows a woman the decision whether or not to terminate her pregnancy. It allows the right of personal and liberty and privacy, which allows a woman the right to her own body. Maintaining the legalization for abortions allows for the safe access to quality abortion services for all women seeking care. Unintended pregnancy is a major contributor to abortion. Increasing access to and use of contraception, including the most effective methods, can reduce unintended pregnancies and further reduce the number of abortions performed in the United States. The risk of death from a safe abortion performed by a trained, licensed professional is 0.6 in 100,000, while the risk of death from childbirth is 14 times higher at 8.8 in 100,000. Continuing to allow the legalization of abortions would keep these numbers down and allow for more advancements in the medical field in regards to safe abortions and complications from abortions. So who has the right to choose and decide whether abortion should be legal or not? In one of my visual aids, it said 77% of anti-abortion leaders are men, but 100% of them will never be pregnant.